You're a mess, kid. Whose car are we taking? B-Boys.
Was it B-Boys or those Rockies?
No, it was not Rockies.
Oh,
Rocky
B-Boys.
did not have a stick shift.
That's right. It's an automatic. My bad.
So B-Boys are like, yeah, can you drive stick? And I'm like, fuck you, you're drunk. Give me your keys. He's like, can you drive stick? That wasn't obviously the point. The point was he was drunk, and I'm not. I'm designated driver. No, I can't drive stick, but it's B-Boy's car. Who cares, right? So we all pile in. It's me.
Benny in the front.
Benny's in the front because he's...
Me, Homicide, and
Rocky.
And Rocky in the back.
In the back, right? So we're gonna go home. We're gonna just drive home. It's a short drive, right?
Yeah.
I can get the stick shift. It's super easy. B-Boy gives me a crash course in it. Fine, no problem. We're driving home. Everybody wants Del Taco.
But wait. I do remember that
I stalled
4 fucking times.
Coming out of the parking lot because I can't let go of the clutch and hit the gas and say, this is the first time I've ever even tried to drive a stick, right? But the madness ensues when we get to Del Taco, and I stall a whole 85 times going through the drive-thru. Because as soon as we're stopped, we're screwed. We're going to stall, and I got to start the car back up. B-Boy's laughing at me. I'm full-on slapping him in the face. Shut up! Shut up, you're drunk! Everybody gets all this food. I mean, when everybody's drunk, how much food everybody gets, and me, I'm a big fat pig anyway, so it was just burrito after taco, carbone, quesadillas, and just drinks we didn't need, and just all this shit.
I think Homicide ordered 3 Dr. Peppers and a Dr. Pepper. Hey dog, give me Dr. Pepper.
So we get all this food, we go back to Joe's, right, and everybody just kind of starts eating. Well, I immediately grab my spot on the floor. I'm like, this is where I'm sleeping. Nozawa starts begging me for a ride. I'm like, Nozawa, I ain't got a car that I know how to drive. I'm like, and I don't know exactly how to get there. I could probably get you there. I'm like, but I ain't going to be able to get back, blah, blah, blah. Everybody else is drunk. Nozawa, disappears.
Yeah, disappears.
He just wanders away. We realized that halfway through the rest of the night, I was like, where's Nozawa? So finally, everybody's kind of settling down and picking where they're going to sleep. Benny passes out. Absolutely passes out. Joe's on his bed. Joe starts falling asleep. Rocky is all like, well, I'm going to go home. I was like, Rocky, you're drunk. Give me your keys.
He was hammered.
Yeah. And Rocky won't give me his keys. So Rocky, give me your keys. So Rocky starts fighting me. And I'm not
it's a fight.
Not like play fight.
It's a fight.
Rocky slugged me in the face. So I fucking, I took him down and shit like that, We're wrestling around.
And Rocky's working his guard, a drunken guard.
Joe's passed out on his bed, and the whole time, shit's falling down,
My place is getting wrecked at this point.
Just getting destroyed. So finally, I'm on top of Rocky, and I'm like, give me your keys. And he's like, get off me, and I'll give them to you. So I get off him, and I'm standing above him. He's like, you want my keys? Whips, Dennis Eckersley sidearms him at me, hits me directly in the dick, dude. Wham! Oh! I go down, I look up at Rocky, and Rocky immediately goes, oh, and curls up into the fetal position as I just attack. And I was like, ah! Further knocking down all of Joe's DVDs and all this other shit, blah, blah, blah. Homicide's passed out on a picnic bench outside. Finally...
he passed, he didn't make it to the house.
Yeah, he did. Finally... I decided to be funny, and I'm like, I'm going to paint Joe's toenails, because this is how crazy or whatever I am. So I started painting. And I got Rocky keys. He's like, fine, you want me to leave? Fine, I'm going to paint his toes too. Give them to me. Rocky paints his entire foot blue.
Yeah, it wasn't even like he was doing a good nail job. It's he's like...
Joe's foot got stuck to the wall because of all the nail polish that Rocky put all over it. So finally, I'm like, well, I'm going to go to bed, man. And then Joe wakes up. He was asleep, and then Joe just wakes up and goes... And he's got that face if you don't get the hell out of my way, I'm throwing up on you instead of trying to find the bathroom. So Joe makes it into the bathroom, and it's just dead silent. And I'm all like, it was so quiet for such a creepy amount of time. I was like, man, somebody seriously stick your head in there. I don't want Joe passed out, and he's going to go the way of Jimi Hendrix and choke on his vomit or something like that, Then all of a sudden you hear, "Ah! I'm okay. I'm okay. And that's how drunk he was. He would violently vomit and then immediately start snoring again, right? So he's literally hugged the toilet, and I'm like, what the fuck, just leave him there. He eventually finds his way back into the bed. Finally, everybody's passed out. Everybody's asleep. Homicide's asleep at my feet. So his body and my body make a T.
It was adorable.
And I start dozing off. In the middle of the night, I'm awakened, and I don't know why.
Spider sense.
There's really no reason for me to wake up. There wasn't a noise, any kind of a crash. Nobody was throwing up. Everybody was dead silent. I wake up, and this is exactly what I see. Homicide, standing above me, undoing his belt. And I'm laying there, and I pull the sheets up, and I go, Dude, what are you doing? And he goes, Yo, I'm taking a piss. And I was like, not here. I'm like, you're not in the bathroom. He's like, I gotta pee, yo. I gotta pee. I was all like, D. And I physically had to get up and grab his hips. This is before he dropped his drawer. Turn him and like shuffle him into the bathroom like he was just learning how to be potty trained, right? So I get him in the bathroom and I sit back down and I'm like, woo! And then I don't hear him peeing. And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Everybody's so drunk. So I just kind of say, fuck it. He didn't pee on me. Rad. And I go back to bed, right? The next morning, I wake up. Rocky, hey man, my girl's calling me. I'm good now. I gotta split. I give Rocky his keys. Rocky leaves. This is about the time when I notice, where the hell did Nozawa go? Finally, Joe wakes up. Feels like shit. His foot's blue. He looks around his room. It looks like a tornado.
Let me explain the scene. I wake up to my DVD collection, my cabinet knocked down, my TV now turned sideways, my computer desk kicked up, I linens and sheets and clothes everywhere. I swear to God, I saw blood. And it's like the fucking chicken burrito fairy went crazy in my house. Because I wake up in the morning and there's like pieces of a fucking chicken burrito like scattered among my fucking place. Like
if you put an M80 in this chicken burrito,
yeah.
It blew up.
So I wake up, I roll over on like fucking a piece of a chicken burrito. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I go, are you fucking kidding? And like everybody's now waking up because now I'm starting to get loud and pissed off. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And
I'm laying there acting like I'm asleep.
Yeah, he's laughing because
there's literally food all over.
And everybody else like this. And like I'm following the trail of this chicken burrito throughout the night until it leads all the way back outside the table. And like whoever fucking ate this thing ate it like he was fucking like ass backwards.
He bit it like a fucking
corn cob. I mean, he ate a burrito like fucking this, and like it just
eats a burrito.
And there was like 2 bites out of it, and the rest was scattered over my fucking place.
And then Joe goes into the bathroom and I hear, this is all I hear. And this is when you knew I was awake because I bust out laughing. I hear, we spilled all this water on the floor. And I know it's not water because I couldn't hear Homicide pee. So I start laughing. I hear D just start to wake up. And D doesn't remember anything. He's like, hey D, you remember last night you tried to pee on me? What? No. So we immediately, like, everything's finally calmed down. We get everything cleaned up, and, like, we have to tell low-key. He thinks it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Because I was the only white thing in the room, apparently.
So he looked like
porcelain. So he's calling up low-key. Man, yeah, D almost peed on Punk, blah, blah, blah. Low-key's all, hey, that happened before. Apparently it happened before. We're like, I can't remember whose apartment.
It was like Monster Mac's house.
Monster Mac's house, or it was Dee's apartment, or something like that. Somebody's mom was getting it on with their husband or their stepdad or boyfriend or whatever, and Dee busts into the room. Ah, yeah, I gotta pee. Opens up the closet door and just pisses all over her shoes. So, yeah, man, if you're a fan and you're getting loaded and drunk with Homicide, man, sleep elsewhere because that motherfucker will pee on you.
That's right.
Dude, I almost got peed on. And I love D. He's a great guy. You just like everybody else.
And once again, for the life of us,
if you peed on me, I would have to kill him.
For the life of us, for 3 days straight, we still did not know what happened to Nozawa.
Yeah, had no idea. Until finally Nozawa called one of us and was like, hey, thanks for the good time. And we were like, where'd you go?
He's like, I'm in Japan. We're like, oh, great.
So yeah, that night, so everybody go back and watch your Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Night 2 of the tag tournament and watch how absolutely screwed up everybody is but me. Watch Homicide. He's so screwed up.
He threw up between his first round match and his second round match.
Yep.